The best of money matters. Under the radar.
You're listening to Money FM 89.3, and it's now time for a special on-the-go episode of Under the Radar with me, Chua Tian Tian, where we bring you on-the-ground reports of key business events, launches, features, or developers' days. This time, my reporting takes me all the way to Shunde district and the city of Foshan. That's within Guangdong province of China. Yes, Foshan being the hometown of Kung Fu master Wang Feihong or Huang Feihong. But I'm not in Foshan or Shunde to do a Kung Fu story. Instead, I'm here for a media tour of Chow Fook Jewellery Group's production hub and its new image store. Founded in 1929, Chow Fook Jewellery Group is owned by one of the most influential families in Hong Kong, namely the Zheng family behind the late property tycoon Cheng Yu-tung. With a deep heritage, the brand aims to not only honor traditions, but also foster deep, meaningful connections with a diverse customer base through its jewellery pieces. The company said its commitment to innovation and craftsmanship has been integral in helping it maintain mindshare among customers over the decades. And I'm here to see that in action firsthand, so let's get right into it. My journey began at Chow Fook's Shunde Artisanal Smart Manufacturing Center, a mega facility completed in 1988. It is one of the firm's major production hubs alongside another located in Wuhan. Covering a gross floor area of 140,000 square meters, roughly the size of 20 FIFA football fields, the center is home to over 4,000 employees. Together, they produce about 5 to 6 million units of gold and diamond jewellery each year. Their work spans the entire value chain, from diamond processing, jewellery production, logistics and distribution, precious metal testing, and even showroom operations. At the start of this process, diamond roughs are placed into laser cutting machines at a manufacturing facility, where they are precisely separated into individual pieces. As one of China's largest diamond importers, Chow Fook Jewellery said it owns 4 of the only 5 water jet laser cutting machines in the country. The separated stones are then polished either by hand or by machines before they're ready for use. Chow Fook Jewellery said it has the largest number of automatic polishing machines in the industry, standing at about 1,500 units to maximize production efficiency. Our first pit stop at the center is this automated diamond sorting facility. Now here, a self-developed robotic arm accurately sorts diamonds as small as 0.16 carats to ensure high efficiency and accuracy in the grading process. Technology also plays a big part in jewellery design. Take, for instance, the adoption of CAD/CAM 3D designs for intricate pieces featured in Chow Fook Jewellery's signature roach and draw collections. Yet at the Chow Fook Master Studio, the human touch remains essential. Here, over 400 skilled craftsmen make use of traditional techniques from gemstone setting, gold hammering to filigree to create elaborate pieces, often overcoming complex technical difficulties along the way. And I spoke with master craftsman Lei Hui, who has over 2 decades of experience under his belt. Hi, Master Lei Hui. So good to see you today.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lei Hui.
Master Lei Hui, tell us more about the piece that you're working on or a piece that you've worked on in terms of the elements used and the design, the materials used and the significance, as well as the story behind the piece.
One of the pieces I've worked on is called the Blooming Prosperity with Dancing Phoenixes. It is a very traditional and meaningful name in China. The piece was created entirely from pure gold. Its core design concept is based on a phoenix and a peony. We use phoenixes weaving through clusters of plants in a composition, with everything appearing in pairs, symbolizing good fortune, turning off luck, and the settling of past troubles. In the piece, we also incorporated various traditional techniques like carved engraving, filigree work, inlay craftsmanship, as well as other jewelry-making techniques. We've practically used all of the techniques in traditional Chinese craft making.
We've visited your factory earlier and we've seen a lot of the processes now being enabled by technology. So where does the human touch come in the most, and why is the human touch important then?
我觉得它那个
I believe that machines can never replace craftsmanship.
因为只有每
Each
个
piece carries stories behind a customer, and we design our pieces based on that story. That's where human warmth comes in.
去设计一个作品，那就是一个人的温度了。那第二的话
Secondly, some gemstone setting processes rely on the human hands due to the hardness and the design of the stones. Machines simply cannot replace the human touch here. Thirdly, in terms of polishing, we believe that every piece requires final hand polishing. For instance, many curves or sculpted forms are irregular, and machines cannot manage them. We have to polish them by hand.
How are you leveraging technology to improve the quality and the efficiency of your work then, so that you can truly focus on the processes that truly matter and cannot be replaced by technology?
我觉得就是科技的话
Technology-wise, I think technologies such as some 3D modeling processes, 3D printing, and some CNC machines work well for standard designs.
常规类它是可以的，比如说有些
For example, symmetrical shapes or regular forms like squarish or rounded. Machines can handle those perfectly.
机器是完全可以的。但是
But for us humans, we can do sculpture work. This cannot be replaced by machines, particularly so for details like flowers, plants, and human expressions.
人类神态啊，它那
These have to be crafted by hand.
And finally, I reached the automated logistics center, which is used to distribute inlaid products to stores. And since January last year, it has also been used to support the distribution of gold products.
Chow Fook Jewellery says the center's operations are 100% automated with an accuracy rate of over 99.9%. But a visit to the factory isn't complete with a trip to Chow Fook Jewellery's Jewellery Culture Center, which showcases some of the company's most expensive creations.
Well, they include this pure gold Timor statue, which stands at over a meter tall and contains 21.1 kilograms of gold. Now, the piece was created as a tribute to Singles Day and is worth, get this, over 43 million renminbi.
Another iconic piece is the Peng Peng bird, the mascot of the Australia Pavilion at the 2010 World Expo held in Shanghai. The dazzling piece, crafted from over 18,000 diamonds, is valued at about 15 million renminbi. After a comprehensive visit to Chow Fook Jewellery's manufacturing hub in Shunde, it's time to see the jewellery pieces get marketed and sold. For that, I traveled 2 hours from Shunde district to the MixC Mall in Shenzhen, where Chow Fook Jewellery's new image store is located. The image store is one of Chow Fook Jewellery's over 6,200 points of sales in mainland China and features a revamped design to better tap evolving market trends. The new design is also in line with the company's brand refresh efforts and is also set to become a blueprint for international outlets. I sat down with Gabriela Ferreira, General Manager International of Chow Fook Jewellery, to find out why a revamp to the store design is critical in enhancing the shopping experience and the company's growth as it sets its sights abroad. We also talked about the firm's new product lines to capture a younger consumer demographic and its plans to deepen its presence in Southeast Asia. All right, Gabriela, thanks so much for joining me today. I understand that this new image store we are in Shenzhen is one of 5 launched recently. Tell us more about the new store design, because I understand the move is in line with Chow Fook Jewellery's brand refresh as you marked 95th anniversary last April. How has the vision and positioning of the company changed with the brand refresh? What was the rationale behind the change?
Okay, actually, thank you so much for taking time to meet us as well. Well, for us, building on its rich Chinese heritage, Chow Fook actually embarked on this 5 years transformative journey to gear up as we reach our centennial celebration, which is happening in 2029. We actually drew inspirations from the past, we drew inspiration from our legacy, and we have set aside 5 strategic priorities for us to look into. One, it's our brand transformation, our product optimization, accelerated digitalization, operation efficiency, as well as talent cultivation. So you've asked about like the brand image as well. As you sit in here in this new store concept, you can see that you're being welcomed by a big expanded visitor space as well. You have this gallery-like immersive experience that we want to set aside for customers. All these actually set us apart from our competition in the market.
Could you take us through the difference in the store layout and design of the new image store versus the older outlets, and why is such a design critical to improve brand desirability?
So in this new store concept, actually what is important to mention is about our Chow Fook Timeless Red, which is in collaboration with Pantone, that you can see in all our new image store. And when you enter the store, you have this massive expanded visitor space. We have this gallery-like immersive experience for our customers as well. In terms of layout, actually we based on a collection-based layout, so it's easier for customers to browse into as well. And in terms of display capacity, actually we've lowered by 30%. However, what we're aiming to do is to provide customers with a more focused experience, focused shopping experience. And we're targeting the high network individuals as well in the store. And overall, actually our new store image as well as the newly opened store proven a very good sales record. We have a 30% sales increase with same-store sales growth versus previous year.
Okay, and Chow Tai Fook said the premium store format also provided an improved product mix. You talked about, lower capacity, but a better experience. That resulted in higher store productivity. You mentioned that as well. So what magnitude of change are we looking at here, and how did such a store layout result in higher sales?
I think what is important to mention is about our collection as well. I think two major collection that we've launched recently. First of all, the Chow Tai Fook Rouge collection, as well as the Chow Tai Fook Palace Museum collection that we launched in April 25 and August 25 respectively. Actually, each of these collections recorded a high sales of 4 billion HKD sales in our financial year last year. It has shown a very proven strong result with all these product innovation that we've newly launched.
You talked about 4 billion Hong Kong dollars in sales for the Chow Tai Fook Palace Museum collection and the Rouge collection as well. How far is this in line with how the firm is setting its sights on younger consumers, and why are you targeting younger consumers right now?
I think this whole transformation journey resonates very well with younger customers as well as millennials. I think the other thing that we want to mention is also about our IP collaborations. We work very well and we have a lot of IP collaborations that allow us to tap into different customer segments. For example, one of the latest launch that we had was the Black Myth collection, which we launched in January, which actually resonate very well with our male customers. And in fact, during the launch period, we can see a surge of male customers from 20% to 40% during the launch moment.
So, Gabriella, you talked about targeting younger consumers, but pardon me as a layman, I see Chow Tai Fook as more of a heritage brand. So, this move of going after younger consumers, how do you reconcile that with the heritage positioning? Does it dilute your brand position?
We don't think it's diluting our brand position. Actually, we feel that it allows us to tap into a wider range of customer segment. I think one good example is our IP collaboration. For example, we've launched the Black Myth collection in January this year. The launch actually allows us to resonate better with our male customers. During the launch from January until June, with a record high sales of $100 million. And also at the same time, we can observe that our group e-commerce platform, we see a surge of male customers ranging from 20% up to 40%.
So would it be right to say that you are setting your sights on a wider range of consumers, be it the younger consumers, be it the male consumers as well? It is always about keeping an eye on their needs, be it IPs and etc., while retaining an element of heritage.
Exactly. And that can be shown with our Hua collection as well. Our Hua collection has this beautiful Chinese heritage. At the same time, we blend it with a modernized touch. And honestly, this is one of our key iconic collection. This is one of the strongest collection and is also representing a very high portion of sales across our markets as well.
Your new operational model, if that may be a new image store, moving up market, keeping your sights on the younger population and the broader population, it seems like you're taking that entire model to other parts of the world,
Yes.
including Southeast Asia as well. So what are the major geographical markets on your radar, given a slowdown also with the Chinese economy, the mainland domestic economy?
I think what is important is to see our own performance as well. For other markets, actually, we have a 9.4% growth versus previous year in our financial year 2025 that show a very solid performance, excluding China duty-free, heavily driven by Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. At the moment, I can also share that for Southeast Asia, it is very, very important for us based on a couple of reasons. Number one, the brand momentum, it's at a very positive traction at the moment. We mentioned earlier about the successful launch of Rouge Collection, Palace Museum Collection. We have new store image that shows a tremendous sales momentum already. Southeast Asia market has this rising middle income group as well, that we believe that there is a higher disposable income that they can spend in luxury goods. The recovery of tourism is fantastic in Southeast Asia market as well. And last but not least, I think the Southeast Asia market has this natural favorable condition because they have a huge Chinese ethnic population, which already show the appreciation of Chinese goods, Chinese art, beauty, jewelries, and all that.
Give us a sensing of the markets within Southeast Asia that you're looking to expand into in terms of the growth targets for be it store count or earnings for Singapore and the rest of Southeast Asia.
I think our ambition is to focus firstly in Southeast Asia market. For example, we've picked Singapore to unveil our first new store image, and that will be in Jewel Cheng Yu location. We're unveiling that image in October this year. The location has been strategically picked because, first of all, Jewel Cheng Yu, it's a premium retail shopping mall. Secondly, it's also a front-facing to international travelers because it's right linked to Cheng Yu Airport as well. We believe that this will allow us to speak to a broader geographical international clientele in the market as well. So Singapore is the first location that we have picked to unveil this new store image. Secondly, we're also opening a new store in Thailand in November in Siam Paragon Mall, another premium retail shopping mall as well. So of course, the first phase is to look into Southeast Asia market, but we're also developing strategies that allow us to bring the brand beyond Asia as well.
A curious question. If you look at Southeast Asia as a region, Thailand is a growing market, especially for luxury goods. Malaysia, we're talking about how it just had 7 stores, I believe, in the country.
Yes, 7 stores.
The same store count as Singapore as well. So by store count, which market will have more outlets going into the future?
I would say at the moment, Singapore, we have 7, but we're opening another one very soon as well. So by the end of the year, we probably will have 8 point of sales. Malaysia, we're still looking for premium locations. I think one of the crucial thing for us here is not looking into number of point of sales, because what we want to do is to open quality stores. So it's quality over quantity. So it's really selecting prime location that is ideal for our brand, rather than just purely looking at the number of point of sales. Thailand, we have both duty-free and duty-paid. We're only opening our first Bangkok duty-paid store in Siam Paragon, but we will look up for opportunities. Again, like I said, the key point is to select prime locations, and we should all know it's a rare commodity in the market. It's not something that, we can easily look at, but we also have our high expectations of the location selection as well.
So being selective at this point. And I know you've given us a teaser on what to expect out of Jewel Changi Airport as well. But aside from what was mentioned, anything to furbish in terms of any new developments into the rest of this year and perhaps 2026?
I think I can share a little bit more about product side. The reason why I want to say that is because for us as overseas market, it's very important that, of course, we're bringing this beautiful brand globally to all international clients. At the same time, what is important that we also work on exclusive merchandise that allow us to tap into the local cultural aspect of the clients. Like we take inspirations from local culture, local insights, and we work on those to work on exclusive merchandise for each of the specific markets involved. I think this is very important because it shows the brand being culturally inclusive as well, while at the same time trying to demonstrate and include a wider range of customers to our brand.
I see. Thanks so much for the conversation today, Gabriela. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Once again, that was Gabriela Ferreira, General Manager International of Chow Fook Jewellery. And this is an on-the-go special episode of Under the Radar with me, Chua Tian Tian, signing off from Shenzhen City, located within Guangdong Province of China.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.